Good evening, and we're going to get started, so if everyone can take their seats. Thank you again for coming and continuing to share and support our high school task force process. We really appreciate the fact that you're giving up your time to come and make sure that the best high school facilities are in place for our students. So just thank you for that. And tonight is a big discussion night because we're going to look at many of the decisions that we've made in former meetings in terms of various options. So not a final decision, but many options in various categories. So that's the overall purpose. We're really excited about that. This evening, we're going to begin the process. You know, last meeting or a couple meetings back, we asked those of you to participate or be willing to volunteer to share and work with us on a facilitation team. We had many people that stepped up, so we wanted to keep the group small, so we are going to introduce tonight and share with you the group of members, and as I said, we couldn't have many more, so thanks to all of you who did volunteer. But the facilitation team is, again, going to be that team that's going to continue to work as the representatives of the task force in the broader community engagement. Brian Briggs, where is Brian? I know he's here. Right behind me. Okay, come on up. Thank you, Brian. And you know, he says a yay. He's stepping forward, so we like that. And Patty Swinford. Patty? Yeah, Patty. And we have one other member who could be with us tonight, Dave Weber. Many of you know Dave, president of UC Bank. He has also agreed to be a co-chair. So we have 3 chairs. We like to spread the love, share the wealth, and all that good stuff. So I'm going to turn it over to Brian, who, as I said, is going to introduce other members of the team, and then he's going to talk to us about some of the activities we're going to do for this evening.
Brian. Additional work, and the good news is we found that spot tonight. The bad news is we have a tie in one area. We're going to double check. But, okay, so what do we have here, Jess? All right, so for for Eisenhower, option C is the renovation option that's going to be presented to the board. For MacArthur, option C is the renovation option. For data, option A. So, Eisenhower and MacArthur C's, data A, those 3 will combine to be the renovation option that will be presented to the Board of Education. In terms of the new, Todd is double checking, looking for hanging chads, I guess. But it looks as though we have a tie split right down the middle between whether or not, if you build a new campus, you should include data or not. This sets some of our agenda for the next phase. That is area that needs to be mined to determine if we have a better approach. And then for other, it looks like option A, the one campus at Steve Decatur, is the other option that will be presented. And again, these will be added to a 4th option, a do-nothing option, and presented to the overall board. So with that, Gloria, any final comments?
Thank you, Sam. And again, I want to first thank all of you for all of your conversation and agreement and even disagreement. That's good too. And especially thank our facilitation team and our facilitating co-chairs, Brian and Patty and Dave. And most of all, as we have said, this is a long process. This is the beginning. I know it might not feel like the beginning, but it is as we move from phase 1 to phase 2. And we're going to be having continued discussion with the Board of Education in October, and when we come back in September, we are going to be drafting and talking about how we go out to the public. And one of the things I would ask you to do is also be thinking about who should we be talking to in the public. Many of you belong to churches, you belong to civic groups, you belong to social organizations, neighborhood groups. Who should we be talking to? Because as I think I told someone mentioned to me this weekend, well, Superintendent, I haven't heard much about the task force. I said, what? But that's okay. That's okay. That just means that that's part of that broader community engagement. So please, as you go and think in the next few weeks, think about the who should be part of that broader engagement. And that small groups, large groups, it does not matter. Size makes no difference. Sometimes the smallest groups can be the most influential in terms of helping to get the word out. So that's going to be the next part of what we do, and as we move forward, we know that there will be lots of conversation in Decatur's broader community, and you know we can do that in terms of having people to have conversations and give input and be able to answer and respond to questions. So we look forward to seeing all of you back on the 24th, and again, thank you for coming out this evening. Anything else? Sam? Okay, then that means we are done. All sheets